Howdy.
Howdy.
How's everyone doing today?
Good.
Okay, good. My name is Jerrod, and I am from Houston, Texas. I'm a senior chemical engineering major, and I have been active in NSBE for the 4 years that I've been here. I also just came back from a co-op with Johnson & Johnson in New Jersey, so if you haven't seen me, that's probably why you haven't seen me. And just a little bit about myself. I'm from Cypress, which is a small town outside of Houston. I went to Cy Woods. Before coming here, I was told about the school by my sister-in-law. She just told me, hey, this is a great university. There's so much you can learn. The engineering program is great, and I would love you to come join this university. So I went on a tour, fell in love with the university, fell in love with the campus and the people, and from there on, I just felt like I was at home. So then I also went on to choosing my major. At first, I was a manufacturing and mechanical engineering technology major. And then after a couple of classes, I decided this wasn't exactly for me, because at first I didn't want the hands-on experience, but then I also thought hey, I want to learn that technical experience also. So then I switched to chemical engineering, and that's what I'm in right now. Okay. So why did I decide to be on the top 5? First off, I would like to be on the top 5, and I feel like I can help fulfill the NSBE mission statement within our chapter. Next, I would love to bring structure into NSBE. I feel like at times we are a little dysfunctional, but it can, at times, is understandable because we're all students. But anyways, I feel like I can bring structure. Next, I would like to help the new members of NSBE understand what NSBE is and how that can help them. And I'm specifically talking about the freshmen and sophomores who don't exactly know what NSBE is and how it can help them, or maybe some events and just the good insights, so what the upperclassmen know. And lastly, I would love actually to help revive the family atmosphere in NSBE. At times, stuff can be going on. There was different altercations that happened past semesters that I wasn't here, but I would like to revive the NSBE family atmosphere back again. I want to be able people come to meetings and say, hey, have you seen this person? I haven't seen them. That's the reason why I'm going to the meeting. I want to see my brother or sister, other people who out here grinding just like me each and every day, come out to each and every meeting. What makes me qualified? So, like I said, I've been on the board for NSBE. Actually, no. I've been active in NSBE for 4 years, and I've also been on the board as a senator, as CEB, for 4 years. Another reason why is because I have diverse experience, leadership experience. And that's with Sigma Alpha Lambda, which is an honor society that I'm a VP of, and also with the Intern and Co-op Association at Johnson & Johnson. I was a Credo champion. And as Credo champion, you go out and do different volunteering events and just embrace the Credo. If you do not know what the Credo is, please look it up. And lastly, more importantly, I feel like I'm qualified because of the co-op that I just came off of. During my co-op, I learned professionalism, I learned how to prioritize, I learned work and life balance, which is huge at Johnson & Johnson. If you work hard, you should be able to play hard. And also, during my time there, I managed partner companies and my peers. So during my co-op, I was basically a manager, right at under the director level. So if there was hard decisions, people weren't pulling their weight, my manager would say, hey, Jerrod, you got to go tell him, hey, you're running this meeting. He got to make sure he's doing what he needs to be doing. Else I'm the one to get in trouble. So I know how to make those decisions. I know how to tell people, hey, if you're not pulling your weight in a professional manner, hey, you're not pulling your weight, this is how you can do this. And also I would offer help and see how I can help that person if they're not able to provide the necessary obligations that they have. Lastly, the goals and initiatives. I would love to diversify NSBE meetings. And when I say diversify, I'm saying maybe bring different companies, startup companies. I've never seen a startup company at NSBE meeting myself. Also, just starting off the meetings a little differently. maybe bring up a controversial topic, like something that's going in the news right now, maybe about the president or something, because that just brings the family atmosphere that we can all talk about. That's something relatable. I feel personally, that's how I can diversify NSBE meetings. Another aspect is renewing the NSBE family aspect of NSBE. So with that is also how I said about like the different social, we can have like different groups, how we have like home-based with the different, what is it called, disciplines. So we can have more of a generalized group message for those specific majors and stuff. And then also on top of that, within those groups, they can go out and do have different social events within their own group, instead of everyone has to go to this one social that everyone is not going to be able to make because everyone does not have the same schedule as everyone else in this room. And lastly, I would like to retain the current membership. And while retaining the current membership, I feel like this can be done by the mentorship program. The mentorship program has been on trial and error for probably 3 of the 4 years that I've been here. I feel like I can help foster this mentorship program by requiring like the CEB maybe. I don't have like exact things said, but like maybe like getting the CEB like to where they have to have a mentor. Because I feel like these freshmen really need it. And as some of y'all might not know, Sammy is informally my mentee right now. And like I just feel, it just feels great. I want everyone to have that feeling of being able to help someone and foster that NSBE family, I feel like. And lastly, I would like to have lunch and learns. And lunch and learns is very broad. So like some of the things that I decided that would be in these lunch and learns is Toastmasters. Toastmasters is a professional organization who help with the public speaking of different students, people, whatever it may be. I actually was starting this organization at my job location in Janssen Pharmaceuticals, and it was just great. I learned so much from it. And with Toastmasters, you learn how to be a leader, you learn how to speak professionally by presenting different speeches and stuff. And I just felt like it would be like a great thing that I can add to the freshman's repertoire of skills. Because I feel like that's exactly what companies are looking for, especially with Chevron coming out not too long ago and saying that they were specifically looking for, that's the difference between a good candidate and a bad candidate, where there's soft skills. So I feel like that would be great. And also lastly, I would say We Teach. We Teach is something that I came up with myself. It's very simple. All it is upperclassmen, hey, freshmen are going to ask questions or are going to ask different topics of what they want to learn. It can be a 15-minute session, it can be a 10-minute session, 20-minute session, however long it takes. But it's for upperclassmen who knows how to do this task. Maybe it's Excel learning how to do a VLOOKUP, or maybe learning how to do a HLOOKUP. Y'all probably don't even know what that is, but just like for freshmen to understand and to learn different things that us upperclassmen know ourselves but don't know exactly. We want to help the freshmen, but we don't know exactly how to help them. And if they just ask questions and ask specific things that they need help on, I feel that we can be a family again, and I feel that we can fulfill our NSBE mission. And I will now open the floor up to questions.